Good morning, students. Today we will proceed our chapter and we will discuss our next topic, that is different kinds of forces. Let us start from the first, that is contact and action at a distance forces. First of all, contact forces. Very simply, you have studied in class 8. When two surface or two objects comes in contact with each other, one object exerts force on another object. This type of force is contact forces. For example, you see this is a copy and I am pulling this copy. As I am pulling this copy, my hand is in contact with this copy and this is contact forces. I am pushing this copy. Again my finger is in contact with this copy. I am pushing the copy. I am pushing this table. So what happens? My hand is exerting force on this table when it comes in contact to this. So this type of forces is contact forces. Frictional forces you take, pushing, pulling, all that. Next you come action at a distance forces. Action at a distance forces, that means the forces which acting from certain distance. Suppose this is an apple in the tree and it is falling downwards. Earth is exerting force to this apple and apple falls downwards, but it is acting from a distance. So this type of force, that is gravitational force, so this is action at a distance. One more thing I am showing you, just see here. Electrostatic forces. Electrostatic forces, we have taken one charged body and another object. It also acts from a distance. Charged object attract uncharged object. Or if you will take two charged objects, similar charged objects, suppose Q plus and Q minus, both will, what happens? Opposite charged object, both will attract. So the force acting from a distance. So this is electrostatic force. Again another, I think you have played with magnet, magnetic force. When two magnets comes in contact with each other, either there is force of attraction or there is force of repulsion. But the force acting from certain distance. But if you are taking one magnet and another you are taking a pin, any pin, safety pin or paper pin, whatever pin, that is magnetic substance, and you bring the pin close to it, you will find that it is get attracted. That means it is also acting from certain distance. So this type of forces is known as action at a distance force. So one type we have finished. Come for another type, balanced and unbalanced force. Balanced force, when a number of forces acting on a body do not cause any change in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line. Here what you find, we will not get any result. Resultant force will be zero. For example, I am showing you. This is a table and book is placed on the table. So, how many forces are acting on this? Just see. Weight of the book is acting downwards. Weight I have represented by W. That is weight. Acting downwards, you know that every object, its weight is acting downwards because earth is attracting every object towards its center. Now, there is another force which is exerting upwards to the surface in perpendicular direction of this weight. This is known as normal reaction. Normal reaction. And I have represented this normal reaction by the force F2. And weight is represented by F1. So here what you find, this weight is equal to normal reaction. That means F1 is equal to F2. So two forces acting over here. I have first of all shown you number of forces acting. So two forces acting over here and both are equal. No result found. Book is not moving anywhere. So here what? Resultant force is 0. Resultant force is 0. So we will get no result. So this is balanced force. Another balanced force I am showing you. Just you see here. Book is kept on the table. Weight is acting downwards. Normal reaction is acting upwards. Suppose weight is balanced with normal reaction, then book will not move. But if you are applying force, the applied force I am taking F3 and let F3 is equal to 10 Newton. Naturally, when any object applied force is there, reactive force, that is frictional force, comes into play. So what? Frictional force is acting on this. So if, let us take, that is frictional force is in opposite direction. So let us take F4. It is acting in opposite direction. So if F4 is greater than applied force, let us take it 12 Newton. Then what will happen? The book will stop. It will not move. But this is case 1. But in case 2, what happens? If F3 is equal to F4, again book will not move and we will get balanced force. So here what happens? This also show balanced force. Whatever force is applied, that is less or equal to frictional force. That is less or equal to frictional force. The book will not move. It will stop over there only. Another you come, if it does not change the state of rest or of moving motion. Now suppose any object, a car is moving on the road. As it is moving on the road, it moves with constant velocity, and if it is moving with constant velocity, acceleration will be 0. Here no extra force is applied over there. Total resultant force is 0. So if total resultant force is 0, naturally it will be constant velocity and acceleration 0. So what it does? It does not change the state. If body is at rest, suppose this body is at rest, it will not move. Why it will not move? Because resultant force applied is 0. And if the body is moving, this is for moving object. If the body is moving, then this one continue to be moving, because to change the velocity we have to apply force and no extra force is applied. So what? It moving with constant velocity and acceleration should be 0. Next to come, it can change the shape and size of body. You take a inflated balloon and press from both sides. Balloon shape is like this. And now if we are pressing with balanced force from both sides, it will take a oval shape. So what? It will take an oval shape because we are pressing, force is applied from both sides, and if you will take inflated balloon, it will be like this, and when you apply force from both sides, equal force, so it will be like this. So what happens? It changes the shape and size of the body. So this is your balanced force. So what balanced force does? It keeps the moving object move with constant velocity, 0 acceleration. If the body is at rest, it will remain at rest, it will not move, and it will change the shape and size of object. Now you come for unbalanced force. What is unbalanced force? When number of forces is acting on a body, there must be some resultant force. That means there must be some result is found in this. Result is found. So let us see. Suppose you are playing tug of war, 9A versus 9B. 9A, after the result announced, 9A and 9B, no match has drawn. Match, draw. If match draw, then naturally you will understand that 9A has whatever force is applied by 9A is equal to the force applied by 9B. So the match draw. But second case, let us take it. 9A, this is second case, 9A versus 9B. And if it is a result is being said that 9A has won the match. 9A won the match. Then what happens? Naturally, whatever the force is applied by 9A is greater than force applied by 9B. Suppose 9A has applied 50 Newton force. 9A has applied 50 Newton force. So 9B, let the 9B has applied 30 Newton force. So what will be the resultant force? You will get the resultant force is equal to force applied by 9A minus force applied by 9B. So it is 50 minus 30. So we have got 20 Newton force. So resultant force is, that is resultant force is equal to 20 Newton force. That means we have got some result. Result is found. So this type of force is unbalanced force. Okay.